But we do have a game tomorrow, and it is a fun one, an AFC East battle. We got the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills, and man, both teams came out with a win on Sunday, and both teams had their ups and downs for sure. So the Bills came out and beat Arizona. They were down, and Josh Allen, my MVP pick, came out and did Josh Allen things, kind of like I kind of expected him to do. Put the team on his back and really took it over. The Bills looked a lot better than I expected. They were shaky at first. When they were down, they did not look good, and it was kind of looked like doomsday for them. But they came back, and I think they looked pretty good towards the end of the game. It took a little bit of time to get out there. BC, man, what's your thoughts on this matchup we got here? It's a fun one, man. I can't believe this one's early like this. Week 2, AFC East battle like this.
Love it.
Battle of heavyweights right here. What more could you want to say? High-powered offense. There are 2 high-powered offenses. You got 2 really good quarterbacks going at it. So it's going to be a great one to see for sure, and I'm excited to see how Tyreek Hill follows up his performance from week 1.
G-Mike, man, I mean, this potentially for a lot of people's picks are the top 2 teams in this division. You have maybe the Jets in there, maybe, but after week 1, I don't know. It's kind of looking like it might be between these 2 guys. What's your thoughts on this game?
Oh man, it's gonna be a great game. Thursday night football, tomorrow night. I know a lot of guys that are going to that game. I'm at hype for the game. It's always good against Buffalo and Miami. That
big time
camaraderie there. Yeah, so there's always some pressure going on at the game. Just taking the game and standpoint though, Raheem Mostert, he's already ruled out. Devon Achane, he might be ruled out, but they're taking it day to day right now, even though he did practice today. Well, he was on the field, but I don't think he practiced. So Jeff Wilson might take more of the load tomorrow. Even then, he's an RB3. I think he still can be considered a RB1 on certain teams that needed a running back. So I think he's going to do work. When it comes to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, they're going to do what they do. That secondary for the Buffalo Bills is not the same secondary that they had last year. They depleted. So I want to see how that matchup goes. Josh Allen, for sure. He's going to do Josh Allen things. He's going to show why he can be an MVP candidate 100%. I feel like he's going to get another rushing touchdown against the Dolphins because that's what they really need when they go up in the red zone, even though they should be giving him my dog James Cook for my fantasy, man. But just for you, the purposes of trying to win the game for the Bills, I see why they go with Josh Allen. Guy's a dog. Guys make plays. He's going to get in there and he's going to score. But overall, I think the Dolphins are going to take it. I think they're going to play a good game. They're at home as well. That defense has revamped. Their secondary looking crispy clean. The run defense looked very nice. And the offense, I would just say, Tua, stop overthrowing these guys, man. You threw 3 overthrown passes last game that 2 of them would have been touchdowns and 1 of them would have been a big play for at least 40, 50 yards, man. So, Tua, you got to get on your stuff, man. You got to get on your stuff.
Yeah, kind of uncharacteristic for Tua, the performance that he kind of had, and kind of ironic about both these 2 teams is that they had to gut it out to win. Neither one of them had dominant wins, and both, ironically as well, the Bills were expected to possibly destroy Arizona. Arizona looks a lot more improved than they did last year for sure. In our picks last week, that was my that was my pick for a surprise upset. If it did happen, was going to be Arizona over Buffalo. But Arizona just kind of fell short, and Josh Allen was just flat out, amazing out there. So he was really great. It took the Dolphins a last second fumble from Travis Etienne, get that big play to Tyreek. It just never really looked back from that point, So kind of wild how both these teams ended up winning the game. Really, BC, what's your thoughts, man? Were you impressed with either one of these guys?
I mean, I was impressed ultimately with the way that Buffalo was able to kind of hold it out in the end. And again, we talked a lot about how we've been talking this whole show about how there's been rust week 1. And honestly, it was just rust for Buffalo, and Josh Allen did what he had to do to be able to bring the team to victory. So, you gotta just kind of go in there with that understanding. And again, to be able to, pull it out, even though, again, you're supposed to beat a team like Arizona by a bigger margin than you were expecting, you got to still play the game. Even if it's close, you got to be able to win those games. And you'd rather pull out a close win against a team that wasn't expected to win a lot than be upset. You'd rather be on the other side.
Without a doubt, man. That's definitely without a doubt. Yes, with actually, and ironically, in that first Buffalo game too, that was the first running back run for a new touchdown, that new kickoff role. So that was kind of exciting. That's a bar bet for you right there. DJ Dallas is the first one to get the ticket to the house out there, man. So BC, we already heard from G Mike that he picked the Miami Dolphins to get this one. I obviously already picked the Dolphins as my Super Bowl contender from the AFC. But having said that, I think that the Dolphins are going to go lose this one to Buffalo. I think Buffalo is going to come in and surprise them a little bit. I think that running game is going to hurt them a little bit. They got a little bit banged up. I think this is Buffalo's chance to get one ahead on Miami. I still have Miami winning the division, but I think Buffalo is going to take this one on Thursday night. What about you, BC?
No, I'm going to give this one to Miami. I think that I think of the two teams, they got the most momentum moving forward, and I think that Buffalo still has a little bit more they have to work on as opposed to Miami. So I think in a battle of rust, quote unquote, I think Miami is going to win this one out.